Right, welcome back, peasants. How are we doing, you absolute fucking wankers? Right, okie dokie. This is what we're doing. We're going Vietnamese. Right, I know. Everyone's going, oh, fucking told ya. Oh, we told you it'd be fucking bad, like a fucking bad smell. Yeah, bet your ass I fucking am. Whacking in some salt in that. I don't know why I've done that. I've just done it. I hope I haven't fucked the dish up. Oh, fucking hell. It's right. I've got to put salt in it anyway. Right, so basically, even though, right, I'm on absolutely fucking poverty situations, right, even though I've spent my last £3.50 on a bottle of fucking Frosty Jacks, which is like proper like Jippo alcohol drink, right, this is Frosty Jacks. This is what the Jippos fucking drink. Right, we're doing it, right. And the reason why is because everything was going cushy, everything was going swimmingly, right? I left it in the hands of the Mitchies with double agent 120. He's taken off from Marseille. He's doing 30 knots, he's doing 40 knots an hour, but he's got a headwind of 30 knots, so basically he's doing about 10 miles a day. So, you know, he's making progress. He's making some progress, but obviously not enough progress, right? But he is making some. So he's made it he's now about 70 miles outside the Marseille area itself. So he's doing well. Oh shit, some ash. Oh, just whack some ash in the fucking... Oh no, we've got ash in the pan. That's definitely that's just gonna fucking fuck up my Michelin star awareness ability. Oh no, we can't be having that. Right, okay, right. So what are we doing? Right, we're doing a pork Vietnamese food. Never heard of it? I never fucking heard of it until the other day. And then I thought, yeah, fuck it, let's do that. So basically, it's basically like a pork broth soup, basically. But it's got some... basically, it's got ingredients that I've still got. So I thought, fuck it, let's fucking do it. Now, we have got quite a lot of updates, actually, to be honest with you. So we've got updates, Double Agent 121, yes I know, Ronaldsworth. Right, apparently in the last video, I demoted someone. Now, that person who I demoted from, I think was a first lieutenant, back down to a sergeant major. I can't actually remember who it was. So whoever it was, you're fucking lucky because I can't remember. So all fucking ranks are reinstated and stay as they are. I will say this though, yeah, I will say it. Private Rittenhouse is now not a private. I have upgraded him to a corporal, so he's lucky. And he done well. He's putting out some good, serious fucking shit. Yeah, and he done well. I had a twat comment on my YouTube, on my amazing channel the other night. Jang Vang something, I don't know. And he said, "Oh yeah, you're smoking in the kitchen. That's a massive mistake." Well, bollocks. I don't really fucking care. So fuck you. My kitchen, I'll do what I fucking want in it, right? I'm not looking for like fucking to get to a billion fucking gang members. Although that is probably highly expected. But I don't really want that. I want to stay as a micro channel. And actually, my gang members want me to stay as a fucking micro channel. And he's probably like an American, so he's probably a twat. So, right, okay, so what we're going to do? So we're going to be doing now, I'm going to be doing some pork belly. But I'm also going to be doing some chorizo sausages as well. Fuck it, I've got them, I might as well use them. That's the thinking at the moment, right? I mean, it's not about clearing out all my cupboards or anything like that. It's just I've got stuff and I might as well fucking use it. Right, okay, so what I want to do first things first, let's get through the updates, right? We've got updates on Double Agent 121. We got updates on fucking Alvin. We got updates on Todd, Ramsey. I don't know why. Is it Ronaldsworth or Sheep Unit or Pelosi? I don't think it's Pelosi. I think it's either Sheep Unit or Ronaldsworth or Toast Watcher himself. keeps bringing up Nigella. There's no Nigella. I don't know why Nigella's in this situation. Nigella is not an aspect, yeah? It's literally Ramsey, yeah? Ainsley and fucking Oliver and Marco Pierre White with his fucking amazing mini that actually just evacuated Ainsley out of a fucking illegal street vending situation of selling curry goat, and he got away with it. That's all it was. He was like the getaway driver. That's all it was. So we got updates on all of them, and Todd as well. Todd has got a very sore bum, okay? Now, apparently, Todd is literally shitting fucking needles, right? He's shitting needles out the arsehole of his fucking bum crack. It's very bruised. He's having to change his bandage on his bum at least twice a day because he's shitting so much crap out of his arse, it's going all brown and soggy. And he is back at work. Alvin is back at work as well, okay? Now, Alvin's had some facial reconstruction done. But unfortunately for Alvin, they had to put his nose on upside down, okay? So he now wears like an umbrella hat. So if it does rain, even though it's not raining indoors, but if it does go outside, because they do have to do like guard duties, they have to do like patrolling areas of the rehabilitation centre, you know, because it's a bit of a shithole around there. There's lots of like pointy objects going into human bodies, fucking bodies and shit, and lots of blood splatter and shit, and basically just physical abuse, really, to be honest with you. So Ramsey is back out of hospital. He has recovered from his felt tip pen poisoning expedition, right? And they decided they're no longer going to be giving him felt tip pens to chew on. They're no longer going to be giving him crayons to chew on. They're going to give him, safe as you like, lead pencils. I'm not saying nothing. So it's all good in the hood. It's all good in the fucking hood. Right, let's fucking do it. Let's get some arse shitting going on, right? Right, so what are we doing? Right, the first thing I want to do is I'm going to crack some cardamom pods, right? So what I want to be doing, I want to be creating a broth, okay? So I want quite a bit of them. I know everyone's going, oh, that's a lot. Well, there is a lot, and that's how it is. So I'm going to take the magic knife of joy. I'm going to crack them fuckers open. Right, then. Yeah, that's cracked. That's fine. That'll do. Right, okay. Let's not get too worked up on it. Right. So this pan is hot and spicy. I've got star anise. I've got coriander seeds. I've also got the cardamom pods, as you can see. I've got, that does not, I know it says black rainbow peppercorns, but it's just the only jar I had of them. I just borrowed these from work. I hope my boss ain't watching. Right, so I've got some cinnamon sticks, alright. Let's see if I can get one out. I've got one in here anyway. Right, there we go, there's one. And I'm going to use two, because I do want, this has got to be quite, oh shit. I can't get it out, right. I can't get it out, that's what she said. I wish, God, you know, I'm so fucking roasted for a shag, it's ridiculous. I need some fanny. I'm literally walking around at work thinking about gash all day long. It's annoying. Hang on, what's happened here? I thought we had interruptions. Right, okay. Right, let's get the cardamom pods in. Right, they should start cracking immediately and then not. So I'm trying to work out why that is. So heat's going on. Right, we'll get them all in. Right, we just basically want to toast these. We want to toast these bad boys up. So we're using a lot of spicy ingredients into this one. Right, there's a lot of stuff going in it. I want everyone to start fucking paying attention because I'm doing some fucking serious bullshit. Right, okay. I'm going to gently crack the cardamom pods in half. Oh, God, they're quite hard. Oh, that one's hard. That one's hard as well. Not as hard as my penis in the morning, frankly, to be honest with you. Right, okay, so yeah, and also we have got updates on Alan. Alan's having a nightmare, right? Alan cracked out, right? Alan's done basically one of the newcomer mistakes, right? I'm also going to whack in some black peppercorns. I want to whack this on full heat. I want to see smoking from these, right? Alan from Garden to Plate has made a newcomer mistake, right? and they all do this, and it makes me chuckle, to be honest with you. And they all go, oh no, I've got to do the video under 10 minutes, I've got to crack it out, oh, I've got to do it, right? I said to him, just chill out, Alan, right? But he didn't listen to me, because obviously I need wooden spoon, because obviously I'm the fucking master, right? There's no timer on these videos, nobody gives a shit, Alan, right? I was only playing with you, right? Just calm your fucking self down, right? Okay, I'm dropping fucking ash in the dishes, right? But nobody cares, right? I'm not doing it because I'm fucking like amazing. I'm doing it because I'm fucking ultra amazing. Right, I want to get these. They're getting some severe smokage. I've got these actually on too hot now. Right, so we just are missing a peppercorn. Yeah, so Alan started having a fucking meltdown, right? And started getting the arse ache because basically he made a steak and ale pie, and because he was rushing, it basically looked a fucking mess. And also, Alan, your broccoli was looking very dull, so that was overcooked, right? So, and you said you've got fucking degrees in cooking, mate. Well, if you have got degrees in cooking, right, which I highly doubt, right, but you might have, who don't know, you might be talking bollocks, but I doubt it, right? What I want to be seeing, if you have got degrees in cooking, you know to boil off the broccoli, take it out about a minute before it's actually ready to be served, and has got a bit of give in it, and then you whack in ice water to keep the colour, but you didn't do that, so there we go. Right, okay, they're done, right? And they just go in the water like that, that's it. And that's all she wrote, right? That's all that wrote, and that's all she wrote. Okie dokie, right. I'm going to keep that pan there because I need to now do the onion, right? So, but Alan's got all like arsey and that. He's going, oh, this is like my last video. And look, Alan, just chill out, mate. You don't need, just relax, right? I get shit on my channel, right? And if you are on the Ubes of Tubes, you are going to get knobheads, and not necessarily they're knobheads, right? You are going to get criticism, Alan, mate. And if you do get criticism, it's fine. Be a man, stop being a fanny and take the criticism, right? I've given you some criticism, and don't forget, everyone gets criticism, right? And criticism makes you better. It doesn't make you more shit. Like if I was to say to you, Alan, right? So basically what Alan did, right, he's knocked up a steak pie, okay? I'm going to put in a tiny bit of oil into this. I'm going to have to, right? Only a tiny bit. I only want a little dribble. So I just want to get some colour on the bottom of these onions, right? So, yeah, Alan knocked up a steak and Guinness pie, right? And to be honest with you, because he was rushing, right? Because he wanted to get the video done in under 10 minutes, and he's rushing around like a lunatic, right? He basically fucks it up, right? And he plonks it on the plate and it looks a mess, right? Now, if I said to you, Alan, oh yeah, that looks brilliant, Alan, oh yeah, that's really great, right? You wouldn't have been none the wiser, mate, right? And then you wouldn't have thought to yourself, oh, actually, maybe Sergeant was right. Alright, okay, he talks a lot of bullshit in his videos, and he's like smoking, dropping ash in his food. I'm eating it, not fucking you, right? And I don't agree with that. Well, that's just tough shit, mate. Right, it's my kitchen. I'll do what the fuck I want in it, mate. If I want to do a poop, if I want to do a big plot in my pan and fucking and serve that up for myself, I'm serving it up for myself. No, I'm not serving it up for you, you donut. So he's getting all like arsey, and it's like, and then he's going, oh, you know, I'm doing these cooking videos because I've got mental issues or whatever, and I'm doing it for myself. Yeah, well, that's fine, mate. You know, that's good. Don't. And then he's going, oh, that's it. This is like my last video. Yeah, you're just being a fucking pussy, Alan. Do you know what I mean? Stop being a fanny. Jesus Christ. Just because someone comes along, right? Just because you've popped up on my fucking feed, and I find you a nice bloke, and I went, oh, who's this nice bloke, Alan? And I thought, oh, he's alright. And now I've given you a bit of criticism, and now you're getting all like special on us. So stop being like a special case, mate. For fuck's sake. Grow a pair of balls, right? Grow a pair of balls and be a fucking man. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, so that's Alan. He's having a moment. Right. Now, I have not Now, to do this properly, we need... that's Alan's fucking rant over with. And I hope he pays attention to that and fucking sorts his life out. Okay, now, I'm going to turn this back over. I want them onions to get more brown. Right, we've got the garlic in there as well. I'm going to just flip it over. So I just want to... I want to be able to cook it through, right, a little bit. Not too much. Right, now, with this, you're supposed to use, like, beef bones and that. I haven't got any beef bones, okay? Because although my arse is amazing, I'm not that amazing. So what I'm planning to use is the beef stock that we've got, right? So I'm going to crack into this, right? I'm praying it is beef stock. Yeah, it's beef stock, I'm praying. Right, I'm going to chuck some of this in, right? Yes, I can't believe it. Right, so anyway, let's go and have a look at what's happening. I had a Zoom meeting urgent this morning, and it was very urgent actually. It came up, urgent ability of Sergeant, we need to have a chat. And basically, I haven't heard nothing from the Mitchies, right, for about 2-3 days, right? And that's why I said to you lot, that's it, I'm not bothering. Well, that's not truly the case. Basically, the reason why I was going to have a break is A, because I did do a bit too much food, and in that bolognese video, I've had to edit that bolognese video because I was a little bit right wing. I went a bit native, right? Right? And I was saying what most English people really think in our country, because our country's in deep shit, right? I reckon Alan don't really give a fuck. Alan probably doesn't even know actually, Right, okay, so I'm going to whack the onion in there as well, and the garlic. Oops, that's gone everywhere. Right, okay, that's about it really. Right, let's chop that over. Right, I'm going to move this piece of amazement over here and turn that off over there. Okay, now I just want that to boil up. Right, so we can see what we put in there. Yeah, and then let's get on with what I was fucking saying. Because we got loads of updates and this is going to take a while to get through, right? So, I had a massive urgent fucking ability phone call, right? From, or message from the lower echelons of Mitchies, right? Oh, now people can't see what I'm fucking doing, can they? Because I'm a twat. Right, let's just whack it over there for a minute. Well, I've got some beef bits. Now this is going to be a beef stock, but I'm using pork and sausage, okay, as the main ingredient, right? So I've got some cuts of beef from work. So because I haven't got any bones, I'm just going to use this instead. I'm just going to chuck it in this hole. Right, I'm not going to do anything to it. So this is instead of bones. I haven't got the bones, but this will do the same job. It doesn't really matter, okay? And I might even be able to use it for the dish as well. So I'm just going to chuck it in, alright? So I've done that. I've actually like hidden myself so all of you fucking peasants can see what I'm doing, right? Okie dokie, there we go. Yeah, so like I said, so I had a major message from the lower echelons of Mitchie saying urgent, we need to chat about Double Agent 121. Right, Ron, I've got it right this time. Last time I didn't because I was too fucking wankered and I was too knackered, frankly. So have fucking some of that, right? Yeah, so, and I'm gone, oh no, something's going on. We've got some major shit going on, right? Right, I'm going to chuck in also a chicken stock cube as well. And this is going to help to give it a slightly more rounded flavour, right? And it's going to be mental, so I'm chucking a chicken stock cube. And I'm going to chuck in, not a beef stock cube, I have got that available, but to give it a slightly different taste, right, I thought, sod it, why don't we chuck in, right, and we're going extra balls out, we're going balls deep, right, let's chuck in a lamb stock cube, right, okie dokie, here we go, let's do that, let's give it a nice rounded flavour, fuck it, why not, nothing's stopping us. So there we are. Right. Anyway, so yes, I've got this urgent fucking message come up. I'm in the heady heights of like fucking shit's kicking off in the kitchen. I'm fucking cooking. I'm washing up my arse depends on it. I've got pots flying everywhere. I've got chefs saying to me, "Oh, we need you to get us a lemon. We need to get. Can you get me a carrot? Oh, can you go to the fridge and fucking get me a bottle of fucking milk? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a chef and I'm standing there frying a fucking carrot. And I know that you're busy because you're a scum pot washer. I want you to go off and get out of your way and get me a block of butter, even though I could technically do it myself because I'm a lazy bastard." Yeah, I've got all that shit kicking off, right? Right, that's going to go, I want that boiling, basically. I've got all that shit kicking off, right? And then, in the middle of all of that pandemonium, right? I get fucking SMS message. Urgent, lower echelons of Mitchie. We need you in the office to have a chat. So I'm like, in that to say to all the chefs, right, hang on a minute, Sergeant, right? Michelin Sergeant, or potentially Michelin Sergeant, has got a fucking urgent text message from the lower echelons of Mitchies, and at the same time I had a massive turd brewing inside my bum cheeks, so I had to take a massive shit anyway, right? And so I've gone in now, they've text messaged me, right, and they've said, right, basically this is what has happened, right? This is emergency authority. I'm going to whack in, I'll tell you what else I'm going to whack in as well, I forgot to do. I'm going to put in a bit of palm sugar as well. Alright, I know it sounds mental, but believe me, it does work. So I'm going to whack in a bit of that. Right, so I'm going to let that, there's going to be scum forming on here, but we will scoop it off, so don't worry about it, right? And I've gone, what the fuck is going on? So I've gone in, I've had the meeting, right? I'm highly distressed now. You know, every second I'm in that toilet taking a shitter, right, chatting to the lower echelons of Mitchies, I've got fucking pots and plates building up. I've got waitresses coming back, fucking tearing out their hair. They don't know what to do because the fucking massive Michelin star Sergeant Furito's is not at his station. I've got plates building up. I've got cutlery building up. I've got chefs fucking kicking off, chucking pans and pots everywhere. They get distressed because they don't know how to fucking work out how to open a fucking tin of beans. Yeah, I've got all this fucking shit kicking off. Yeah, oh shit, same as that. While I'm in the fucking office having a dump, chatting to the Mitchies. Yeah. And this is basically the story. This is basically what has happened. And this is basically what the Mitchies said to me and contacted me. They said there has been an irregular flight pattern with 00 Agent 121. And I went, what do you mean, an irregular flight pattern? And they said, an irregular flight pattern. He's come down from altitude of 100 feet, right? And he's landed in a town in France. And I've gone, well, what's the problem? And they said, well, it wasn't because he ran out of petrol. It wasn't because he had problems with his fucking aeronautical situations or his 250cc 4-stroke turbo motor attached on his back like a backpack. Yes, it wasn't. Oh, hang on a minute, because I've been so like Michelin awareness, I've actually forgot to put in the clothes as well. So we're going to whack in about a cat 4 clothes as well. So I'm whacking in some cloves, yeah? They're going in. There we are. That's that sorted. And I said, oh, well, what's the fucking, like, urgency then? Why have you fucking had to contact us, right? And, oh, we've also got a new special friend in the office. There's a new spider. I've called him Larry, okay? And he's a bit of a twiglet spider. When you touch him, he sort of comes down, moves about 4 inches across, and starts spinning round for no reason. I presume it's like some weird defence mechanism. Absolutely pathetic, to be honest. I mean, I looked at him, I just thought... So I just go in there and touch him just to piss him off, and he spends the next 5 minutes just spinning round. I think it's hilarious. I mean, I do wind them up, don't I? So anyway, so basically what's happened is because 00 Agent 121 has made an unscheduled landing, yeah? The Mitchie's got a tracker obviously on his vehicle and then on his engine backpack basically, And they've got panicky, and they've said he was not supposed to be making a scheduled landing at this point in time for the next 3 or 4 hours, and they thought he'd crashed. And I was like, "You're joking, he's crashed." I went, "No, they said, no, he hasn't crashed." And I'm like, "Fuck for that." I said, "Well, what the fuck is it then?" And they said, basically, he's basically messengers, right? And he said he got a bit peckage, and he wanted to have a Chinese takeaway, and he nipped down into the local town and has landed, and he's in the fucking Chinese shop getting a beef chow mein and a fucking egg fried rice. And I went, "Well, what's the problem with that?" And they said, "Well, it's going to now, it's unscheduled waitability, yeah, on his backpack, and he's now not eligible, allowing for that weight to be on his person." And they said it's going to weigh him down and slow him down. I said, "What's a load of shit?" I said, "How's that going to weigh him down? He's going to eat it anyway." And they said, "Yeah, but it's going to be in his body." And I said, "No, because he'll just land and then take a massive dump and it'll be all over, won't it?" And they was like, "Oh yeah, we didn't think of that." And I said, "You're shitting me." I said, I've urgently come to this meeting, right, for you to tell me that he's gone to a fucking Chinese takeaway to get a beef chow mein and a fucking egg fried rice and fuck knows what else, right? And all the meantime, I've got shit building up in my fucking washing up area. And as I went back in, there was shit everywhere. I've got plates stacking up. I've got waitresses having spazzy attacks on the fucking floor because I'm not there. I've got chefs fucking melting down because the Michelin fucking star ain't there. They don't know what to do. They can't open a fucking tin of peas or fucking even fucking work out how to mash a potato. I've got to do it for them because I'm the bollocks. So I just went, right, that is it. I said, right, anything like that, unless he's like literally eating his own face, he's pooed himself or vomited it on himself and started eating it, or like airplanes fucking crashed into his fucking body, or he's, I don't know, driven into some pylons and electrocuted himself, do not contact me because I'm at work and I'm very busy. I'm extremely important now, and because I'm such a major star, that's all I need to say. They've understood that, they've taken that in, yeah, they've taken that advice in, and now we've made a bit of progress. So, you know, it now isn't all about them, it's now all about me, as it is normally. Fucking hell, Jesus, it does your brain in, it really does. Right, so, right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to let this boil off, right, for about an hour, okay? And that needs to happen because basically we need to get them spices infused. And as the tranquil Vietnamese music kicks in, I'm going to say to all yous lot, I'm going to call that a part 1, yeah? Oh shit, oh for fuck's sake, more ash has gone in. Oh fucking hell, so right, you know, it's extra fucking vitamins, right? Right, I'm going to call that a part 1, and I will see all yous fucking scumbags in part fucking 2. And with that, I'll fucking leave it with you. With some of that, mate.